Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue, along with Leela Mackey from the Philadelphia section of the PGA. We're in, sorry to say, folks, sunny and warm Orlando, Florida. This is our final show here on Inside Golf from the annual PGA Merchandise Show. And Leela, it's better here in Orlando, I'm sure, than it is home right now, huh?
Much better, not missing it.
Leela, you've been here for, what, 3 or 4 shows in Orlando every year. And as a member of the staff of the Philadelphia section of the PGA, it's a chance for you, I guess, to kind of share notes, go to some seminars, and meet people that do the same thing that you do all around the country.
Absolutely. There's a lot of people that do the same position that I have, and we go over everything from best practices to what's coming out next year to where the PGA is going, the long-term plan, everything like that. So really, it's great for me to compare notes and gain a whole lot more knowledge going home.
And Leela, also, will have some time down on the floor because it is expansive. I mean, this show continues to grow, doesn't it, year after year?
Absolutely. It is always amazing walking in and say, oh my God, this is huge.
And you never know who you're going to meet. I'm not just talking about well-known international personalities from the world of golf, but in Philadelphia, golf, there's a lot of them down here too.
Absolutely. We have a lot of our pros down here. We've run into 15 or 20 just in the first day or two.
So we'll be back. Inside Golf wraps up its week at the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando, Florida. Leela Mackey and I will be back in just a moment. Inside Golf, presented by PGN Plus. Play your golf bucket list. By Jersey Man Magazine. It's a Jersey way of life. And Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by the Philadelphia section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
Golf is your passion. Each round is a unique experience with memories that last a lifetime. Make your next round one to remember with pgnplus.com. The Professional Golfers Network. Sign up for free for exclusive access to the best private courses in your area. Already a country club member? Go to pgnplus.com to learn how to take your membership further. Play your golf bucket list only on pgnplus.com. Book your tee time today.
Welcome back to the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando. When it comes to the merchandise show every year, in particular apparel, well, there's something for men and for the ladies. Here's Leela.
Golf is quickly becoming a trend-setting sport when it comes to fashion. As you can see here, all the bright colors and fun patterns. Let me see what else I can find. I could really make a statement with one of these outfits. I don't think that's me, though. I'm here with Keith Soriano, the Player Development Director for the Colorado section of the PGA. Keith and I, along with a lot of other people around the country, are in these player development roles to grow the game and help our PGA professionals, help their business. How important is it that you guys feel at the Colorado section? Obviously, we feel it's very important in the Philadelphia section to help grow the game and drive people to facilities. What are you guys doing to really get that message across in the Colorado section?
Sure. Player development is huge for the Colorado section. For us, it's about rounds and revenue and employment for our golf professionals. To that end, we're actually stealing some of the stuff the Philadelphia section is doing with regards to your Villanova program, which was wildly successful, and we hope to replicate where we are, to drive a younger generation into the game, to provide that long-term customer for our golf professional. In addition to that, we start them young in Colorado. We have a golf in schools program that's introduced just short of 80,000 kids to the game of golf over the last 5 years, and we're continuing to build off of that as we transition them into our PGA summer camps and then into PGA Junior League and then hopefully into our junior tour. It's, as I said, it's about rounds and revenue for our golf professionals, and that's what we can do as a section to support our members.
Absolutely, and really help grow the game for the future of our jobs and the future of the PGA professional and the industry itself. regards to your Golf in Schools program, we're trying to work on our Golf in Schools program right now and grow it to be as successful as you guys have done. How important is it to introduce those kids at such a young age because they may not have been introduced to them? How many kids would you say wouldn't have been introduced if it hadn't been for your Golf in Schools program?
Sure. You know, we do a wide variety of schools through the Golf in Schools program, and some from areas that have maybe a high instance of free and reduced lunch. So you can kind of extrapolate from that they may not have had an opportunity to experience golf. And then we also go into areas where the free and reduced lunch occupancy isn't so high, and so maybe those kids would have a chance. Hard to tell one way or the other, but what we do know and what we do believe is that a child that's introduced to golf at a young age has a 100% better chance of returning to it as a fee-paying adult at some point in their life. So if we can start them young, introduce them when they're starting to fall in love with sports and fall in love with social activities, if we can make golf one of those things that they fall in love with, then we're really helping our golf professionals.
Absolutely, and really golf hasn't been in the school system. Kids are not introduced to it unless they grow up at a country club and their parents play. You wouldn't be introduced to the game. So creating programs like this is really important in getting kids to play when they're adults. PGA Junior League, that's another big program that is done really well introducing kids to the game. It has grown the team aspect of the sport. What have you guys done as far as PGA Junior League? How much has it grown there?
Well, you know, honestly, we didn't run PGA Junior League to the extent that we could have in the past. When it came out, we weren't sure if that's exactly what fit our model. But as we've sat back and watched it, grow from whatever it was, 300 kids to 9,000 kids to 17,500 kids last year, it's kind of one of the things where you just can't be left behind. We went from 8 teams in 2014, and we're expecting close to 50 teams in 2015. We are pushing full forward with PGA Junior League and hoping to see a lot of growth in that area.
Well, thank you so much, Keith, and we will hear more about PGA Junior League from Andy Miller in just a little bit.
Well, we're about to introduce you to Big Max. What's Big Max? Kelly Walker is CEO, Director of Sales from Tacoma, Washington. And Kelly, what's Big Max?
Well, Big Max Golf is the #1 pushcart brand from Europe. A lot of people don't realize that we've been around since 1994, where our founder, Thomas Ryder, invented the first 3-wheel pushcart in the world. And now, last year, we launched into the U.S., and we're very excited about coming into the U.S. golf market.
Okay, give us an idea of Big Max, and also a key feature here is how it folds up and is easily transportable.
Absolutely. We have several brands. In Europe, we have about 15 different cart brands, from electric carts to bags to all of that. We're launching here in the U.S. with 5 different cart models. Okay, we've got our Z360, which is a brand new swivel front wheel. We also have our IQ Plus. We have our Autofold Plus, and of course the flagship, our new Blade Plus.
Give me an idea about the weight of the Big Max models.
Well, they're going to range anywhere between, I believe, between 16 to, pounds, or probably most of them are between 16, 17 pounds. Being our lightest being less than 16 in the Blade Plus, which is the only cart in the world with fold flat technology. So it folds down less than 5 inches thick.
How about cost factor? Because that's always a factor in golf, but from what I understand, you can buy one of your Big Max products for less than what it would maybe cost you to buy a new driver.
Absolutely. We're going to have carts starting at $189, selling in the stores, up to our Blade Plus, which is the Cadillac, at $299.
So you have the luxury of enjoying the game, walking, and having Big Max along to carry the ride.
Absolutely.
Well, Kelly mentioned Thomas Ryder invented Big Max Golf. And Thomas, the name, where did it come from?
The name comes from my son, Max. He was born 21 years ago. And this is the reason why the brand is called Max.
Was he a big baby?
I was big, 4.5 kilograms.
There you go. So it all started with your son Max, and now you have the product over here in the United States. Does Max play golf?
Yes.
And he has Big Max with him? Or is it Little Max for him? I don't know.
Of course. He's also featuring the latest line in our new catalog.
Okay. Let me bring Kelly Walker back here. Kelly, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, you have a website, I'm sure, and for purchase, would that be the best way for them to find out where they can buy Big Max?
Yeah, we've got retailers all over the country. You can also go to BigMaxUSA.com and check out all of our products.
Thanks, guys. Good luck. Have a great show.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Joe Monforto, Communications Director of the Philadelphia PGA. Stay tuned for more Inside Golf.
If you haven't seen it already, I'd like to introduce you to Jersey Man Magazine, published by former Eagle tight end Ken Dunnick. It's the only men's magazine in our area. Enjoy articles on cigars, martinis, the mob, business, politics, and, of course, golf. Written by big-time journalists like George Anastasia, Bill Lyon, Sam Carchidi, and many others. Subscriptions are only $20 a year and are available at jerseymanmagazine.com.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
Hi, this is John Spitzer from the USGA. I'm down here at the PGA Merchandise Show. It's a great show. More to come on Inside Golf.
We're here with Jake Wagner, the president and co-founder of PGN Plus, one of the partners of Inside Golf. Jake, give us an overview of how your 2014 season went.
Thanks so much, Leela. We're super excited. 2014 was really a building phase for PGN Plus. We built a really solid network of courses and golfers. We have over 20 clubs in the Philadelphia section. Really working with the clubs that want to remain private and exclusive, still be able to generate additional revenue and give people a chance to play their bucket list.
Well, it sounds like you guys had a great season this year. What are your plans for 2015?
So now that we've really proven the concept in the Philadelphia section, we're really getting excited about the next steps. We're entering the Mid-Atlantic section and the New Jersey section. We're really looking forward to kind of building outside of Philadelphia and, expand to new courses, really build the network of clubs and, really build a foundation of courses and golfers, really connect the whole private side of the industry.
Well, that's great. Well, it sounds like you guys are making a really positive impact in our area, and hopefully we'll expand to more areas. You can visit more at www.pgnplus.com for more information.
Well, how would you like a putting tip from one of the guys from Odyssey Golf that has the latest this year's product, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Chris Koski is our guest. Explain your title, Chris, because I know it's a little lengthy for a guy like me to remember.
Sure. So I'm the Global Director of Product Strategy at Odyssey, basically in charge of our putter business.
Okay, and out of Carlsbad, California,
Yep.
What do you have here for us?
So this is our new Odyssey Works line, and specifically our new 2-ball Fang. The Odyssey Works line is a new technology platform for us. We've got a new insert in here, which is essentially our white hot insert with an ultra-thin stainless steel mesh over the top of it. Maintains all the feel of white hot, the roll of some of our better roll inserts of the past.
All right, Chris, I don't want to put pressure on you, but this is an easy, 11-footer?
Something like
you can
that.
train that. Remember, this is TV, so we always make you look good.
Perfect. A little left to right, I think I got this one.
Go ahead. Look at this. That was not an edited retake, folks. How about you, huh?
One take, one.
What's your handicap?
Golf.
Can I try that?
There's a lot of pressure. It's about 2 balls outside to the left. Let's see what he's got.
A little wet this surface.
It's a little early in the morning. That's right. Oh, just missed.
See that, but here's the difference. You were practicing all morning, and that was my first stroke.
It's the job. That's right.
Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
We're here with Andy Miller from Berkshire Country Club. He is our 2014 PGA Junior League captain for our section. He's going to tell us a little bit about what PGA has done for him and his club, but also how much it's grown throughout the country and especially in our section. Andy, if you'll just go over kind of what is PGA Junior League and what has it meant to your club and these kids?
Sure. We started PGA Junior League 3 years ago. It's basically Little League golf. The first year we did it, we had 12 kids. We did it again last year, and we had 34. So the growth has been phenomenal. And we're going to continue on that success this year and probably host our own in-house league. We're hoping to get close to 80 kids. So the program's tremendous. If you're at a facility now that doesn't have it, you can ask, hopefully, your PGA golf professional to maybe start one at your facility.
What does it mean for the team aspect for golf? Because golf is, an individual sport. But bringing this team aspect, what has that done for the game, and especially junior golf?
Sure. Just looking at it, if you would come watch a match, I mean, you would see the team atmosphere because they're all wearing jerseys. I mean, they've all got jerseys, PGA Junior League, and their number on the back. But the format itself is a two-person match play scramble for 9 holes. Each set of 9 holes is broken into three-hole matches, and each one they call them flags. So essentially, it's 2 kids from one team playing against 2 kids from the other team, match play, and whoever wins that set of 3 holes wins a flag. There's also in the format where you can substitute players. So we might have an odd number of kids. So let's say we have 9 players on our team. We might break it up to where there's one group that has 3 kids, and they kind of exchange in and out. You know, one kid will play the first set of 3 holes, and then some kid will sit out the next set of 3 holes, and somebody else will jump in. So it's really just great for team building. We've had a lot of kids afterwards just hang out. One night we kind of had to kick them off our 9th green because it was dark and they were out there running around our green. But it's a great atmosphere, and the kids love it.
Mark is also a PGA professional at Berkshire Country Club, involved with PGA Junior League at their facility. Mark, you guys have been such a tremendous influence with the growth of PGA Junior League, especially in our section. Tell us a little bit about what that growth has looked like.
Well, what I really like about PGA Junior League is all the kids come out. The first year we had 1 team. We increased to 2 teams. This coming year, we're actually going to have our own league with 4 teams and a traveling team. And one of the things that I like about it is we get out and we have the opportunity to meet up with quite a few different professionals around the section and discuss the opportunity for them to grow. I've talked to people in the assistance organization and also the section about what we can do to help them bring a team to their course. I think in the Philly section last year we had 58 teams with probably 44, 45 clubs represented. We're hoping to grow that next year. They just handed out an award on one of the stages for the section of the year, and we're hoping next year Philly could be represented up there.
Absolutely, yeah, but like you said, we have 58 teams in the Philly section last year. Before that, we only had 24, so we basically doubled from 2013 to 2014, and we're hoping to do the same again this year. Thank you so much, Mark. We really appreciate everything you're doing to help grow the game of golf.
Hi, I'm Mike Riley from North Hills Country Club. Stay tuned as Inside Golf takes you to more of the PGA Merchandise Show.
Golf is your passion. Each round is a unique experience with memories that last a lifetime. Make your next round one to remember with PGNplus.com, the Professional Golfers Network. Sign up for free for exclusive access to the best private courses in your area. Already a country club member? Go to PGNplus.com to learn how to take your membership further. Play your golf bucket list only on PGNplus.com. Book your tee time today.
At Valley Forge Casino Resort, we're rolling out the action and bringing it all to the table. So go all in at Philly's premier entertainment destination. Now on sale. Josh Turner, March 28th. Jenny McCarthy, April 10th. Hart, May 22nd. Frank Sinatra Jr., May 23rd. Valley Forge Casino Resort, the only Philly area casino that has it all.
Well, welcome back to Inside Golf. This is our teed-off panel. We're back at the Valley Forge Casino Resort, and we have with us on our panel today, second time around, for Jim Smith, who is the Director of Golf at the Philadelphia Cricket Club. Harry Mays is back with us. Harry, of course, holds down the fort from 10 a.m. to noon every Monday through Friday on 97.5 The Fanatic, and from myphillygolf.com, a staple for years here at Teed Off. We have Joe Logan. Gentlemen, we had some news. Ryder Cup news was made last week with the announcement that Davis Love is going to be the captain in 2016 out at Hazeltine. I call this the Phil Mickelson Ryder Cup. It never would have happened, would it, all the changes they made, Joe, without Phil kind of taking off there at the end of last year at Glen Eagles?
Well, the beatdown they took didn't help. The team was humiliated. But Phil's comments afterwards certainly got everyone talking in a way that they hadn't been talking before, that something is really wrong with the way we're doing things. And if we're going to be competitive in this, we got to make some big changes. And they are.
You know, Jim, I think this may be the most pressure is going to be on Davis Love III. I mean, for a number of reasons. First of all, the team hasn't won in eons. I think they've lost 8 out of the last 10 Ryder Cups to the European team. And now, this whole selection process, they're almost saying, all right, we got it right now. We got Davis Love III at the helm.
Anybody that takes this position following all these changes is going to be under a lot of pressure. Davis, I think, in part was picked because anybody that you talk to will tell you that he handles pressure and criticism as well as anybody on tour. He's a guy that has never really reached his potential, so to speak, I think, in many people's eyes, and that's led to a lot of criticism of him. And he's handled it beautifully, and he's well-liked, he's well-respected, and I think he was a great choice.
You know, it's amazing, Harry. I mean, my kind of perception of Davis, like Jim said, never got maybe the potential. Of course, he did win a PGA championship, and it was very emotional for him. He always seemed a little soft out there, almost like he didn't have the inner drive to win, you know, like down the stretch. And I'm just thinking, he had one chance at Medina where the team blew it in the last day in the final. Now, is this the guy you want to kind of resurrect the U.S. hopes?
Yeah, I don't know if he is the guy. I have no problem with his selection, but if you're going to go back to a guy who was a previous captain, why not go to Paul Azinger, who actually brought it home? You know,
Well, they say he took his name out of consideration.
well, you know, there's a way to make him bring it back into consideration. Give him an offer he can't refuse, as they say. But I think we make way too much of the Ryder Cup captain. These players have to play better. I mean, I didn't agree with a lot, you know, everything that Tom Watson did, but he didn't lose the Ryder Cup. The players got their butts kicked.
And they're going to make some changes. First of all, they're going to have 4 vice captains, meaning assistant captains. In the past, they only had 2. 2 of those roles will go to former Ryder Cup captains, and one's been announced already, Tom Lehman. That's because, I guess, Minnesota and Hazeltine, and he's a Minnesota native. Phil Mickelson may not make the team. That's not a stretch to say that. But he said he'd be willing to be a vice captain. Then you're going to have the dynamic of Phil, who certainly is not one to hold back on what he has to say, in there maybe going head-to-head with the guy in charge.
One of the things they have indicated they're going to do, you know, Azinger was famous for creating this pod system for vice captains or assistant captains, and 4 3-member sort of pods within the team. Love is apparently going to do that this year or next year as well. So they are going to bring back what it is that Azinger did, even if Azinger is not on the team. So.
Another change, Harry and Jim, is going to be the captain's picks. Will go all the way almost to the opening ceremonies. The last pick is not going to be made until after the Tour Championship. They call that the Billy Herschel rule because he got kind of screwed out of making the team last year, and he was probably the best player going down the stretch. So I think that's a major change for the better.
I think that's a good rule. I don't know why they haven't had done that in the past. I mean, they make the decision so early, yet now that they've extended into these FedEx Cup playoffs, players get hot, and those are the guys you want. No player was hotter than Billy Horschel at the end. He ended up winning the FedEx Cup out of nowhere. He would have been a great addition to the team.
Yeah, and it all comes down to, like Harry said, regardless of who the captain is, or the vice captains, or when they're selected, you gotta make some putts, guys. You know, I mean, what is it about the Euros that they have stepped up, Jim, and the Americans have kind of just looked there in shock and dismay and say, how did we lose this thing?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a lot of what the United States is now doing is modeled after what Europe has been doing for years.
Seems that way.
To extend kind of what Harry said. My disappointment actually is in, why did it take so long to figure this out? Is this rocket science? You know, they just figured out a system that makes the guys feel good about what they're doing and how they're playing, and brings them together. And we haven't, and now at least we've recognized it.
And the other thing Davis said was they're going to be practicing, you know, match play. We're not just going out there and, you know, having their own little games in their practice rounds, and start taking this thing a little bit more seriously vis-a-vis the format. Guys, thanks a lot. Jim Smith, Harry Mays, and Joe Logan. Inside Golf continues with more in just a moment. The Valley Forge Casino Resort is the region's only full amenity gaming resort, and it's only seconds from the Pennsylvania Turnpike at King of Prussia. It features 600 slots, 50 table games, and there are nearly 500 guest rooms, plus 8 restaurants designed to meet all of your dining needs. So put the beautiful Valley Forge Casino Resort on your destination list.
Valley Forge Casino Resort, we're rolling out the action. is for a spin. For the win. Valley Forge Casino Resort. It's safe, it's chic, and only a shuffle away from the main line.
Golf is your passion. Each round is a unique experience with memories that last a lifetime. Make your next round one to remember with PGNplus.com, the Professional Golfers Network. Sign up for free for exclusive access to the best private courses in your area. Already a country club member? Go to PGNplus.com to learn how to take your membership further. Play your golf bucket list only on PGNplus.com. Book your tee time today.
At this moment, across the country, families are packing their bags for a getaway. And no matter where they end up, they'll all be home by dinner. Plan your own at playgolfamerica.com. From finding fun and affordable programs to finding advice from PGA and LPGA professionals, playgolfamerica.com has a way for you to get away. Visit today for details. playgolfamerica.com, your link to the game.
The PGA Merchandise Show has something for everyone, from clubs to apparel, even equipment for your rainy day.
Hi, I'm Todd Blackmar. I'm president and owner of Haas Jordan Golf Umbrellas. Fourth generation family member in this business. We've been doing this since 1899. I've been the owner of the company since last year, but my relatives talk about the first PGA show, which was under a tent. So we were the first to ever screen print on umbrellas, and we've taken it to a new level where we print full color, full bleed, from scorecard art to signature hole type art, to collages, to any of that stuff. We keep it fun, we keep it interesting, we make a sturdy product, and we always say we're not just for the rain. So if it's going to rain, you might as well have some fun in the rain, add some color to it. Yeah, our Loudmouth line is, it really shows off our printing capability, and we think that's a brand that's really fun and interesting, and it keeps people smiling. You go down the road carrying one of these big loudmouth umbrellas, you're walking down the fairway carrying one of these, and suddenly people forget that it's raining, and they start laughing and shaking their head and saying, "That's great, where can I get one of those?" So that's why we do loudmouth. It keeps it light, it's very interesting, it shows off our capabilities. Well, they can find out more about us by looking on the internet under www.haasjordan.com. We're also on Twitter and Facebook and lots of social media. Our phone number is 1-800-536-0283.
Well, that is going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. And Lila, we are wrapping up our several weeks here at Orlando and the PGA Merchandise Show. Hope you didn't get too much sunburn.
Oh, I know.
You look fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Now it's back to the rigmarole of dealing with Philadelphia winters.
Back to the cold.
And soon it'll be back to Orlando, maybe a short 12 months for another merchandise show. For Lila Mackey, I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. I hope you enjoyed our tour of the merchandise show again this year, right here on Inside Golf, and we'll see you next week. Inside Golf, presented by PGN Plus. Play your golf bucket list. By Jersey Man Magazine. It's a Jersey way of life, and Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.